Okay, this is Legendary Ghost back with another live stream. This is my second. Um, I'm going to be telling a little bit of a story. It's a legendary story of the legend La Sayona. I know it sounds like La Llorona, but this is a different story. I'm going to give a little bit of a description, then I'm going to be telling the legend. La Sayona is a legend from Venezuela represented by the vengeful spirit of a woman that shows up only to men that have love affairs out of their marriages. The name Sayona refers to the cloth the ghost wears, which is a long white dress similar to a medieval undergarment. The legend claims that when this woman appears, she asks for a cigarette or for a ride, and after a while, when the victim tries to see her face, he notices that she has instead a skull with horrible teeth. And now the legend. The legend says that La Sayona was a young woman named Casadilla. She lived in a small town in the plains of Venezuela and was the most beautiful girl there. She was married to a great man, caring and loving. Casadilla and her husband had a baby boy. One day, Casadilla was swimming naked in a nearby river when a man from the village saw her. After that, the man would always follow her and watch her bathe in the river. One day, Casadilla saw him and told him to leave her alone. He ignored her and instead told her that he was there to warn her. Your husband is having an affair with none other than your mother, he said. Casadilla ran home and found her husband asleep with the baby in his arms. Blind with anger, she burned the house down. Within them inside, villagers could hear their screams while Casadilla ran to her mother's house. She found her on the patio and attacked her with a machete, striking her in the stomach. As the mother bled to death, she cursed Casadilla, telling her that from then on she would have to avenge all women by killing their unfaithful husbands. And from that day forward, Casadilla became La Sayona. In other versions of the tale, Sayona appears to men working in the jungle. She manifests with her unsuspecting victims, talk to their workmates about sex, or think of women they left behind in their hometown. Sayona appear to such men, assuming the likeness of beautiful women or a loved one, and lures them into the forest so she could reveal her animal-like features and devour them, or mangle them, leaving their wrenched bodies for their companions to find. In another version of the story, told in the Peacock Mountains, Sayona would appear to men in the jungle who were lovely and willing to be unfaithful. It is claimed that the ghost woman would let men have sex with her. She would then tear off and devour their genitals as punishment for their unfaithfulness. It is also told that Sayona has many strange diseases that she passes to her lovers, making their penises swollen with blisters and boils. Wives who find these boils can assume that their husbands have had an unfaithful run in with La Sayona. It is important to note that there are many versions of the La Sayona story, with greatly different characters, names, and plot points. La Sayona is often related to La Llorona. That's going to do it for this second live stream, and I thank you for listening to The Legend of La Sayona, and I'll see you all in the next one.